and welcome. My name is Martyna and here is another yoga class for you. Today I've got a class that is really going to test your balance. So make sure you've got enough room to practice and that you've got something to drink. And let's get started by standing at the top of the mat with feet about hip width apart. Ground your toes, ground your feet into your yoga mat and stand tall. Gaze in front of you, close your eyes. Now take 3 deep breaths here. One more deep breath in. Now open your eyes. So we're going to begin by reaching the arms all the way up to the sky as you inhale. And then with the next exhale, bend your knees, fold all the way down to the ground. Hands onto the shins, lift halfway up. And exhale, bend your knees, refold. Reach your arms up. And exhale, bend your knees, fold all the way down. Lift halfway up. Exhale, refold. Raise your arms. And exhale, bend your knees, refold. Lift halfway up. And exhale, fold. Raise your arms, lift your ribs. And exhale, hands in front of the chest. Reclose your eyes. And just continue with your breath for a few more moments here. Let's begin to tune in with the breath, tune in with the body. And if I can give you one advice on the balancing poses, and balancing is in yoga, is actually to stay with the breath. So what often happens is that we're trying to come into a difficult pose, then we stop breathing, and then things go wrong. So as we move through the class today, I encourage you to really pay special attention to your breath. And notice when you're holding the breath, when the pose becomes a little bit more challenging, a little bit more tricky. So now open up your eyes and sweep your arms all the way up as you inhale. And exhale, bend your knees, fold all the way down. Lift halfway up, spine is long. Bring your hands down to the ground. Step your right leg back, drop the right knee to the ground, and bring your hands in prayer. From here, open your arms up. Bring your hands down to prayer in front of the chest. And one more like this. Reach your arms up, look up. And exhale, hands in front of the chest. Place your hands down. Tap your toes of your right foot. Step it back into downward facing dog. So feel free to walk the legs here. Get used to the shape. Especially if this is your first downward facing dog today. And can you really pay attention to the breath as we move? So that's actually more challenging than any balancing poses we do. Bring your legs to stand still. With the next breath in, float your right leg up and back towards the sky. And as you exhale, step the foot forward, left knee to the ground. Hands into prayer in front of the chest. And as you inhale, lift your arms all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. One more, reach your arms all the way up. And exhale, hands in front of the chest. Place your hands down. In one movement, step to the top of the mat. And now watch out. We're standing here. Knees are a little bit bent. Feet are about hip width apart. And now start to roll yourself all the way up to standing, but keep the knees micro bent. And we're gonna stand on the left foot. So really transfer the weight of the body onto the left side. And take your right leg out to the side as if you were ice skating. So bend your left knee and the right toes are just in contact with the mat. Look forward. Engage your glutes. One more breath. And inhale, straighten the left leg. In the same movement, sweep your right leg in towards the chest. Keep the knee bent. Flex your right ankle. Keep looking forward. And as you exhale, kick your right leg back, but keep your shin parallel to the ground. With that right heel, imagine you're pressing into the wall behind you. One more breath here. And now inhale, send the knee up. Open the leg out to the side as if you were coming into tree pose, but just hover the leg off the ground. Point your toes. We're here for another breath. Find your balance. And exhale, hug the knee into the chest. Lift the knee as high as you can. And exhale, release the foot all the way down. Bend your knees, fold all the way to the ground. Well done. Lift halfway up. And now exhale, hands down, step your left leg back, left knee to the ground. Hands together in prayer. With the breath, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. One more, reach your arms to the sky, look up. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. Place your hands down. Tap the toes of the left foot. In one movement, step to downward facing dog, hips all the way up. Catch your breath. One more breath in your down dog. And with the next breath in, float your left leg up and back behind you. And as you exhale, step the foot forward in between your hands. Lower your right knee down, hands into prayer. Look in front of you. And now inhale, arms up all the way. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. One more, arms up all the way. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. Place your hands down. In one movement, step to the top of the mat. Keep your knees micro bent. And roll yourself all the way up to standing. Now, transfer the weight onto the right side of the body. And lift your left leg and move it to the left side. So the toes of the left foot are in contact with the mat. So as if you were ice skating on the other side. Hands in prayer. Engage your glutes. Keep looking forward. And now in one movement, straighten your right leg and hug the left knee in towards the chest. Flex through your left ankle. And as you exhale, kick your left leg back. Knees are more or less in one line. And your left shin is parallel to the ground. One more breath. And now hug the left knee in towards the chest. Open your left leg out to the side. Keep the knee bent as if you were coming into tree pose, but the foot is hovering off the ground. Inhale back to center. Hug the knee as high as you can. And then super slowly release it all the way down. Bend your knees. Fold all the way down to the ground. Well done. Lift halfway up. And exhale, hands down. Step your right leg back. This time stay high on the right knee. And come up into your high lunge with hands in front of the chest. Scissor the legs together. As you inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. Last one, inhale. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. Place your hands down and step your left leg back into downward facing dog. Hips up. Catch your breath. And with the next breath in, float your right leg up and back towards the sky. And exhale, step the foot forward. Stay high on the back knee. Find your balance here. If you're feeling wobbly, just really scissor the legs together and lift the left thigh off the ground. With the next breath in, float your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. One more. Reach your arms up. And exhale, hands in front of the chest. And now from here, can you step in one movement all the way to the top of your mat? So you can bend your back knee to help you. And then whenever you're ready, shift yourself up to the top of the mat. Bend your knees. Take the weight onto the left side of the body. And take your right leg out to the side, as if you were ice skating here. Catch your breath. You've got an option here to lift your right toes off the mat, just for another breath. And inhale, hug the knee towards the chest, flex through your right ankle. Keep looking forward, steady breath in, steady breath out. And as you're ready, shift into warrior 3. So we're going to kick the right leg back, release the torso so it's parallel to the ground, and keep looking down. Find your breath here. One more. And inhale, hug the right knee in towards the chest. Open up into tree pose. So you can use your hands here. Place the right foot either on the inside of the left thigh or maybe on the left calf. Wherever you are, just fix your gaze, find your breath. One more breath. And now hug that right knee in towards the chest. And as you exhale, release the foot down. Bend your knees, fold all the way down. Well done. Lift halfway up, long spine. And exhale, hands down. Left leg back. Come up into high lunge. So stay high on the back leg. Raise your arms as you inhale. Exhale, hands back in front of the chest in prayer. And one more of those. Open your arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. Place your hands down and step back into downward facing dog in one movement. Catch your breath. And on the next breath in, float your left leg up and back towards the sky. And exhale, step the foot forward. Scissor the legs together and find your balance here into high lunge. Hands in front of the chest. Inhale, reach your arms up. Keep looking forward. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. One more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. In one movement, step to the top of the mat. Bend your knees. And this time, stand onto the right side. Take your left leg out to the side. And can you lift the toes of the left foot just for another moment? Keep looking forward. Inhale, hug the right knee in towards the chest. Flex through your left ankle. Find your balance. Find your breath. And now slowly start to kick your left leg back behind you. Torso is moving down so it's parallel to the ground. And ground through your standing leg. Keep breathing, one more breath. And now inhale, hug the knee in towards the chest. Find your tree pose. Feel free to use your hands. And place your left foot somewhere alongside your right leg. Make sure it's not on the knee. And find your breath. Steady breath in. And a steady breath out. Now reach your knee all the way in towards the chest. And slowly release the foot all the way down. Bend your knees and fold to the ground. Well done. Lift halfway up. Now as you exhale, step your right leg back and stay high on that right knee. Come up into high lunge and reach your arms all the way up as you inhale. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. Last one, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. Place your hands down and in one movement, step to downward facing dog, hips up. Catch your breath, you're doing great. And now lift your right leg up and back. Exhale, step the foot forward. Scissor the legs together, rise up into your high lunge. Lift your arms up as you breathe in. And bring the hands in front of the chest as you breathe out. One more here. And hands in front of the chest. In one movement, can you step to the top of your yoga mat, bend both knees, transfer the weight onto the left side, and step your right leg out to the side. Now if you can, lift those toes of the right foot just a couple of inches off the ground. Find your balance here. And now as you inhale, straighten the left leg, hug the right knee in. You can stay as it is, or option to extend that right leg straight for 1, for 2, and for 3. Now shift back into warrior 3. So kick your right leg back behind you. Slowly transition into warrior 3. Ground through your standing leg. Maybe you bring your arms to the sides or reach your arms in front of you this time. Keep looking down. Inhale, come all the way up. Can you transition into tree pose without using your hands? So your right foot goes onto the calf or maybe all the way up onto the inner thigh. And balance can be tricky, so find your breath. Stay with that. And if you want to take it further, lift your arms all the way up as you inhale. And exhale, hands in front of the chest. One more, arms up as you inhale. And exhale, hands in front of the chest. Hug that right knee in towards the chest. And now as you exhale, release the foot slowly to the ground. Bend your knees, fold all the way down. Really well done. Lift halfway up, long spine. Exhale, hands down. This time, left leg back. Stay high on the left knee. Find your high lunge. Hands in front of the chest. And as you breathe in, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. Last one, inhale. And exhale, bring your hands all the way down. In one movement, step to downward facing dog. Find your breath. And with your next breath in, float your left leg up and back towards the sky. And exhale, step that foot forward. Stay high on the back knee. Scissor the legs together. Find your high lunge. So we're lifting up here. Hands in prayer. And as you breathe in, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. Last one, inhale, arms up. And exhale, hands in front of the chest. In one movement, can you step to the top of the mat, bend your knees, and now shift the weight onto the right side of the body. Extend your left leg out to the side. And maybe you lift the toes just for one breath here. Bend that right knee a little bit more, gaze forward. Inhale, hug the left knee in towards the chest. Stay as it is, or maybe just for 3 brief moments, extend that left leg all the way forward. 1, 2, 3, and into warrior 3. So we're going to kick the left leg back, ground through your standing leg. Release the torso down. You can take your arms to the sides or reach your arms in front of you. Steady breath in, steady breath out. Now hug that left knee in without using your hands. Can you move into tree pose? So bring your left foot onto the right leg. Make sure it's not on the right knee. And to take it further, reach your arms to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. One more in, arms up. And exhale, hands in front of the chest. Hug your left knee in and very slowly release it all the way down. Step your feet a little bit wider. Bend your knees and just fold forward. Get hold of the opposite elbows. Relax your belly. Relax your head. And you can move gently here from side to side, or you can stay still. And now let go of your arms. And as you inhale, lift yourself all the way up. Roll your shoulders open. With the next breath in, reach your arms to the sky. And exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, find your squat pose here. Reach your arms up. And exhale, fold all the way down. So straighten the legs and fold. Find your chair now, bend your knees, reach your arms up. And reach your arms forward. Start to slowly sit down, all the way down onto your yoga mat. And once you're there, sit back, shift your legs forward. We're coming into boat pose. So you're welcome to keep the legs exactly where they are. If you want a slightly more intense stretch, you can always extend one leg or extend both legs. Arms by the sides. Soften through your shoulders, smile. And now very slowly, we're going to release all the way down to the ground. So take it as slowly as you can. And whenever your body starts to shake, can you stay here for an extra breath? Strong body. So that's a part of the balancing challenge, to actually stay strong in those challenging poses and whenever the body wants to collapse. So take it slowly and then finally make your way all the way down. Relax, find your Shavasana. Well done. Let go of your breath. And enjoy the last few moments here of just being still and just breathing. And now you can just ask yourself, have you been breathing? Did you hold the breath in any challenging poses? And it's really easy to say to actually breathe, but it is so challenging, especially when there is so much going on and there are so many different shapes and poses we're coming into. But for now, just let yourself relax. You have done very well. It doesn't matter how many times you fell and how many times it didn't work out quite as you thought it would. You can let Let go of any expectations now and just relax. Allow your whole body to soften and release a little bit more. Bring awareness back to your breath. Notice that you're breathing. Notice that the breath is effortless. And in your own time, begin to wake up the body. So you can find whichever stretch feels good here. You can walk your hands or move your feet, wiggle your fingers. Or maybe just extend your arms all the way up, overhead. Take a deep breath in. And now bend your knees, hug them in. And you can roll to one side or otherwise cross the ankles. Hands on the back of the thighs and start to rock back and forth. Take about 5 rocks here. And then come all the way up, sit tall, take your time. And as you're sitting tall, allow your shoulders to open. Bring your hands together in front of the chest. And as you breathe in, reach your arms all the way up to the sky, look up. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. Feel free to close your eyes. 2 more. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. Last one, inhale. And exhale, this time bow your head forward. Namaste. Thank you very much for practicing with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it, that you found it fun and challenging. If you like this video, please give us a thumb up and make sure you subscribe to the channel and check out my website. It's link in the description below. I hope to see you again.